Aloha! Welcome to week 6. This week we are going to look at how to synthesize ideas and integrate sources. By synthesizing ideas, I mean connecting outside sources with your own information or ideas. So in the case of this essay number 2 assignment, you will be connecting or synthesizing your own ideas with outside sources, including the paper menagerie, short story. You'll integrate quotes from that story into essay number 2 as you write the rough draft, and you will also include a direct quote from an academic journal article, which I have provided for you. Don't worry, this article is short and it's easy to understand. It's an accessible article. I'm on the lesson's first page for week 6, and here you'll find a link to the PDF of the academic journal article. So you can just click on this link and it will take you directly to this article. Again, you do need to read this, and you do need to include at least one direct quote from this article in your rough draft. Using MLA 8th or 9th edition, I still have 8th edition in the rough draft template because there really aren't any differences between the 8th and 9th edition, and most citation tools still only include the 8th edition. There is also a link to the rough draft template, which I'll go over in just a minute. You also will have a short reflection assignment based on essay number 1. So you just have some questions to answer in terms of what you felt you did well with on essay number 1, then what you might improve or work on for the next essay. And then I also have a sample essay for the paper menagerie written by a previous student in one of my sections of English 100. Let's take a look at the template for the rough draft for essay number 2. It looks pretty much the same as the template for essay number 1. However, please note in the supporting paragraph areas, I do mention that for each major supporting point, so taking your thesis, creating thesis and outline assignment as a guide, for each of those major points you make when you are answering your questions for your thesis statement, you need to include at least one specific quote from the short story, The Paper Menagerie, to support each of those major supporting points you've made. And then for the works cited page, because you are quoting outside information, you're quoting the short story and the academic journal article, I created on page 3 at the end of this rubric the works cited, at the end of this template. I'm not feeling well today. I created a works cited page for you. So you can just leave this like it is. You don't need to make any changes. This is the entry for the academic journal article, and then this is the entry for the short story. If you do happen to use an outside source other than these two sources, please make sure you do add that to the works cited page. However, you're not required to do that, but you are required to use this academic journal article. If you have any questions as you are completing the rough draft for this assignment, please let me know. I'm happy to help. Mahalo and have a wonderful week.